Hello, hello, and welcome to Oxford's Arena for this Bucks Wednesday between the University of Gloucestershire thirds versus Bristol third. University of Gloucestershire seconds versus Bristol thirds. Just a reminder, today is Rainbow Laces, so you'll see a lot of athletes today sporting Rainbow Laces at the Oxford's Arena. The sun may be setting in a few hours, but there are already some stars on this pitch, and I'm going to give you your University of Gloucestershire team dressed in two tones blue. Goalkeeper, Morgan Jenkins. Goal defence, Lucy Ferns. Wing defence, Lizzie Thacker. Centre, Emma Brown. Wing attack, Ellie Hussey. Goal attack, Jenna Rogers. And goal shooter, Cara Pring. Bristol are also here in third, so I don't have a team sheet for them, but just a bit of context here. There's a bit of bad blood between these teams. In the last game they played in the Cup, Bristol knocked out the University of Gloucestershire in a very, very exciting game, 55-34. Bristol were the winners. Today they return wearing their blood red. They've been out for quite some time now warming up. University of Gloucestershire came out a bit later, but they're ready to go. Very intense in their warm-up, very quick. I couldn't even keep up, but they are here today. Their first league fixture between the two. They've had a cup fixture and now they've had a league fixture, which is today in this Oxford's Arena. On the way up, I was cold, but it's gonna hot up in here as the referee blows a whistle. She wants both teams in, donned in all white. Both teams get into their huddle as Gloucestershire let out a big war cry almost as they walk into the middle. Bristol coming out a bit later, they're getting into their huddle. They're ready to go. Big loud screams from them. Both sides walking into the middle. Some cries from the fans. They're certainly excited, as am I. As a referee just gets things sorted on this near side. I believe we are ready to go. Here we go. Gives it to University of Gloucestershire. Remember, in two-tone blue, and they start, and we are off here. And play has been stopped, but it is resumed with wing defence. Lizzie Thacker. Let's start at ferocious pace here. Out to centre, Emma Brown. Takes it into the centre, gets it back. But the referee has stopped the play. And Bristol, in the blood red, have possession. They're going to start out at the back, play out from the back. Some very nice passing here from Bristol. Begin as a foul by the ref. As Bristol progress through the thirds, very, very nice from goal defence. Lucy Ferns does very well there, shows some pace. As University of Gloucestershire score their first. One for goal attack, Rogers. Jenna Rogers has got the first of the game, 1-0. And we are back underway. Bristol have the ball. They're wanting to get some revenge after that, after losing 1 point. And it looks like they may do that in the Gloucestershire defence. And goal shooter has scored. Start at ferocious pace, 1-1 here. As centre Brown takes it. Almost very close from Gloucestershire. Some very nice play there. It's been given out for centre into goal attack. Rogers being judged outside. Centre has it. It's a very nice play. This centre has been all over so far. I'm very impressed with Brown, I should say. High pace, high attack. Speaking of attack, Gloucestershire may have another. And they don't. A near miss. And Bristol will have possession. we're back underway. Bristol playing out from the back. Very quick passing, very quick intensity, even for netball. They are really progressing through the thirds. And I think Bristol start to turn up the pressure now. And they're inside. And goal attack has it. Bristol are leading. The home side are behind. And they've started again. Bristol still have possession. Gloucester haven't had a touch since Bristol scored. This as a centre, pass it to the goal attack, to goal shooter. And it is another one. 3-1 is the score. Gloucester have possession, wing attack. And they're progressing quite fast now, Gloucestershire. Here we go. Goal shooter misses it. Pring has missed it. Centre to goal attack, Rogers, who misses it again. Oh. And Bristol hitting on the counter attack, going very, very quick. Goal attack, Rogers. Back to centre. Oh, and now Bristol have missed it. But there's been a foul, and Bristol have another. 4-1. Home side are behind, but anything can happen in netball. Oh, and Bristol have yet another, very quick, and they've scored again. The home side really needs to get their foot in this game. Bristol have got all the possession, and they're hitting very quick on the counter-attack. As Gloucestershire try and take it fast. Anything you can do, I can be better. And Gloucestershire are going very quick now, and they may have one. And they've missed it again. Oh, they've missed two now. Missed two from that attack as Bristol hit on the counter. Bristol thirds. They're going through the thirds. And there may be another. It is another. 5-1 is the score. Sorry, I should correct myself. 6-1 is the score. The hosts really need to get back into it. Bristol progressing again into the centre, outside. And I think goal attack will have this as it trickles into the net from the goal shooter, I should say. And it's back to centre. Gloucestershire really need to get some possession now as goal attack has it. Rogers. But it's given it a foul as centre has it. Gives it to goal shooter. Will she score? Pring sinks it in. Score 7-2 now. I did say it's quite cold outside, but it is hotting up here. An elbow goes into the face of the Bristol player. As Bristol are in the centre yet again, but some very nice defence there. Bristol have it yet again, the blood red. And just like blood, they are showing no mercy here as they miss it. Curse of the commentator. And another miss. This game has started very, very quick. Very quick indeed as Gloucester have possession with goalkeeper Jenkins. She takes it out, plays it to wing defence, out to the centre. Wing attack, very quick indeed. Some sloppy play, but still going in goal attack. Here we go. Goal shooter has a chance, goal attack has a chance. And Rogers doesn't sink it yet. And now Rogers sinks it. 7-3 to score. The hosts are back in it now. But they still have quite some way to go. They still have possession. Very quick indeed. But it's been played out. Some very, very quick play here indeed. 7-3 is the score. Gloucester have possession in two-tone blue. Playing it around very quickly into the centre. Goal attack has it. Oh, and she just missed it, but this centre has done so well so far. Very impressed by Brown. As Bristol had possession, Bristol thirds. Play it into the middle. Centre into the middle of the park. Going very quickly now. Into the centre, into the circle. Plays it out. And I believe the centre stepped into the circle, so it's been given to Gloucestershire with Jenkins. Out to Brown, back to Jenkins. To goal defence, Ferns. Wing attack, some very nice aerial play. Out to the wing, very nice catch from the goal shooter, Pring. Oh, very nice defending there from Bristol. And into the centre, and it triples in. Rogers has another 7-4 to score. And the referee just quickly stops this. Dressed in the all-white, play is underway again. Bristol in the centre, to goal shooter. Will she score? No, she doesn't. Goal defence has it for Gloucestershire. Back to Jenkins, to Brown, back to Jenkins. Gloucestershire showing some tremendous defence now. Oh, looping pass to wing attack. Wing attack fires into the centre. Goal attack has it in Rogers, who sinks it. The score, 7-5. As Gloucestershire have possession. Home side turning up the heat now. They can't get carried away. They are behind by 2. They are not out. This referee calls time. Just remind you, Bristol have possession. And they're back underway in this ever hotting up, this ever increasingly exciting fixture. Gloucestershire doing well here, get back in the game, but it just goes over the head of goal shooter Pring. It was pinged out of hands, to be fair, but she doesn't miss it as Bristol have possession. Firing it into the middle. Very quick play from Bristol, thirds, and into the circle, and she sinks it. Bristol have increased their lead. 8-5 is the score. I almost regret wearing a sweatshirt now. This has been a very exciting affair. You haven't even seen the first break yet, as Bristol sink yet another. 9-5 the score. We're back into the centre. All eyes on this ever exciting affair in Oxtal Sports Park. It's Gloucestershire possession. Swarming like sharks around this centre, but they couldn't find the killer pass. Very impressed by both sides. Bristol have possession, and we get started again. Into the third, into the centre, fired at the hands, the goal attack, into goal shooter, back out, and into the centre yet again. Another goal. The Bristol goal shooter has got quite a few, as Bristol have possession in the middle. We're starting again. I'm struggling to keep my eyes on this affair as Bristol are in the centre yet again. They put it in. The score now 11-5. And Gloucestershire have possession, and they're going at speed like piranhas. Just like piranhas, they've got the killer bite. They get back into it. 11-6 is the score. Gloucestershire have possession. They're going through to goal attack. Rogers. Oh, looks back, didn't know what to do with that pass. But she gets it again, the wing attack. Back to Pring. Sue Hussey into the centre. Bristol into Bristol's defence. Oh, and it just trickles out. And now Bristol on the attack, on the counter. Gloucestershire getting back, trying to prevent another goal. Goal shooter into Bristol goal attack, who sinks it, sinks another. 12-6 is 12-6 to score. If you're just joining in, Bristol started off at tremendous pace. Gloucestershire got back and are now trying to close the deficit after Bristol put some of their class onto this game, showed their quality, and they are continuing to show it throughout this game, going through the thirds, trying to get it back into the centre. And they have again, Walshy score. Oh, it just trickles out. There's been quite a few of that where it's just trickled out. It's back to Jenkins, the Gloucestershire goalkeeper. But it's been given to Bristol. And Bristol trying to sink another. And they have sunk it. This Bristol goal attack has been very impressive as a Bristol as a whole. As they go again. Oh, and Jenkins just gets a fingertip on it. Does very well to send it out. Does very well there. By the tip of her fingers, Jenkins, and she's back into it. But she gives it away to Bristol. And the thirds have another. 14-6 is the score. Gloucestershire quite some way behind now. But you don't know in sport, anything could happen. As the centre keeps it in for Bristol. Very nice play. Unorthodox, but she does well. Gloucestershire keeping them out of the defence. But Bristol have got inside. She doesn't sink it though, but she's got another chance. And she sinks it. Oh, she does not, apologise. She does it now, she has though. 15-6 is the score. Gloucestershire need to get a point on the board to close the gap and also just to get something on the board. They haven't done so in the last 5 minutes with less than a minute to play. Bristol are back on the ball, blood red. And once again are ruthless as they increase their lead. Gloucestershire are now 10 behind. They need to get back in this now, the seconds. They've been second best here. The referee has awarded play back to Bristol, who are trying to increase their leads, increase the pace. But yet Gloucestershire have possession. And wing defence, Thacker gets possession out, and she gets it again. It's a goal attack. Out to Hussey, back to Brown again. And now they're in the centre, and she sinks it. Gloucestershire have got a point. 16-6-7 is the score as we approach the first break. And if you didn't hear that, that ends the first quarter. The score 16-7. Both sides going to go back. Bristol will be the happier at this point. They've done very well. They are 9 ahead. My ears are still ringing from the klaxon, but that is the score. The players with the towels, getting the sweat off them. It's been at tremendous pace. Absolutely tremendous pace so far. Few smiles from the Bristol players. They are very happy, especially with the scoreline. Just a reminder, if you are joining us, to score 16-7 to Bristol. The last time they played in the Cup, Bristol knocked out the University of Gloucestershire in a 55-34 thriller. This being their first league fixture between the pair this season. Gloucestershire currently trailing at Oxtalls. And they are not happy at all. They're not happy one bit. Some very, I wouldn't say angry emotions, but certainly they're trying to figure out this Bristol team. Just a reminder, in the other games, first team play Brunel later in the day. The thirds are away to Cardiff Met. and the fifths also away to Bar, also later in the day. But currently, all the attention is on this second team and on this fixture against Bristol thirds. They are talking on the bench. They've got to get back into it now. They've got to get back into it sooner rather than later. As the referee, donned in white, signals the whistle. Play about to get underway. That centre of the pitch looks empty, but it's been very congested at times. It's Gloucestershire and Bristol signal their war cries, their high fives. Here they go. Centre Brown will kick us off for Gloucestershire in this second quarter. And we are back underway. Gloucestershire starting at a tremendous pace, getting into the centre with goal attack Rogers, who just misses out. Bristol have possession, sending it long looping pass, but doesn't find its target. The player jogs back on, ready to restart play. Gloucestershire wants some revenge. It is repeat or revenge. Will they lose again to Bristol, or will they get back into it? And currently they're trying to do just that, as the goal attack just stays in. And it trickles out. 16-7 is the score, with 40 minutes left to play. This Gloucestershire score is 16-8 now. Bristol first spell of possession on the ball as they get into the opposition centre and sink it. 8-17 is the score. I can't keep up with it. And the referee judges it as a foul. It's a goal attack. Bit of confusion in the centre. Bit of a confusion between Rogers and Pring. As Bristol get possession, they could have scored there, but it was unlucky. In the centre of Park, it's been a war in the centre of this park, and it's been given to Gloucestershire. Jenkins has the ball, gives it to Ferns. Out to Winterside, Thacker. It's a long looping pass out to wing attack on this near side. Spread out to the far side. A sea of bodies in the centre. But Gloucestershire have got in there and they've just missed out. Rogers has just missed out. The referee blows the whistle, signalling possession to the other side. Bristol back in possession. I think the referee has judged that someone has gone through a third they shouldn't. Or unlucky. There's some very good defence from Bristol. But equally Gloucestershire have been unlucky. She goes to retrieve the ball. The referee's in all white. Just speak to the players. And it's sent out. Timeout. Time has been stopped. As goal attack Rogers goes to grab the ball. There we go, play is resumed. Goal shooter Pring has it. And Pring almost scores. Bristol have possession again. Centre, wing defence. Bristol turning up the pace but cannot find the pass. Gloucestershire have looked better so far, even though both sides have scored. But both sides have looked impressive. But currently, goal shooter Pring has done well. But could she score more? As play is about to get resumed. And it is with Brown. He sends it out to Rogers. And it is a war. It's turning into a war. Rogers in the centre. And Rogers sinks it. Gloucestershire are down, but not out. 17-9 is the score. As Bristol get underway. Bristol thirds. She crossed a third she shouldn't, and Gloucestershire have it. And are really turning up the pressure here, Gloucestershire, as it just goes over the fingertips of Brown, who has been everywhere on this pitch. Timeout, says the referee, in all white on this far side. As the Bristol goalkeeper goes to get the ball. And we're back underway. The referee in all white signals play for Bristol. And we're back. And here we go. They've been ruthless at times, Bristol. And they've just lost that ruthless streak there in that attack. But so far, with 10 minutes and 29 seconds to go, I've got to say Gloucestershire have looked far improved, far better. And they are not far off as they turn up the pace here, out to this far side. They're going some great passing here. Rogers on the ball, out to Ferns. Brown, who's been everywhere on the pitch. Rogers, Brown, back to Rogers in the centre, almost scores. She has another chance though, and she almost sinks it. So close, it's so far. As time goes on, with these tired legs, this pitch will get ever bigger. Will seem ever bigger, I should say. As Bristol underway, just outside. They're trying to get in. Gloucestershire doing very well to keep them out. And she sinks it. Brown gets back in the centre. She's ready to start again. And she is going. We're back. Quick passes. So quick, I can't even keep up. And they're going. Brown plays out to the far side. And the referee in all white screeches her whistle. My ears are still ringing after that. As Brown collects the ball and gets us back underway. Rogers, Brown, Rogers again. And Rogers sinks it. Very nice play from Brown and Rogers, who scored. But very impressed by both players. As Jenkins does well to prevent the goal. And she starts to counter-attack. A much improved Gloucestershire side, just 8 behind. They've lowered the deficit, but it may increase as Bristol are on the attack. And well, that is sloppy play. Bristol have looked ruthless, but now Gloucestershire are looking the more ruthless ones. As they search for this point. And just miss out. Bristol have not looked as good this half, but they're trying to prove me wrong here as they try and score, and they don't. They just miss out. She tries again, and she sinks it. Brown straight to the centre. She's ready to go. To Rogers. To wing attack Hussey, who plays it long. So, well done from Brown, but no one meets it. She's very unorthodox, but she does well. But Bristol on the attack again, trying to show the ruthlessness they did first half. And they may have another, and they do. 10-9 is the score with 7 minutes remaining at Oxtalls. As Bristol may have another, and they sink it. Bristol have really turned it up in the last 30 seconds or so. And the referee signals her whistle. Gloucestershire will have possession. Goal shooter Pring has it, and Pring sinks it. An NBA player would have been proud of that. As Bristol have possession. Gloucestershire are 10 behind, and they could be, they're not, and Bristol will go again, and it just trickles in. Some may say luck, some may say skill. At the end of the day, it is 22 to Bristol and 11 to Gloucester, the home side. University of Gloucestershire trying to get back into this in all blue as they fire it into centre. Rogers has it to Pring, and Pring sinks it. Cool as you like. Back into the centre. As Bristol gets underway. And here they go again in all red. Referee just blows his whistle on this far side. And Bristol are looking for another, and they may have it. The goal shooter has got it. As Brown goes back to the centre. And here we go. Bristol on the counter. There's 4 minutes left to play here, 4 minutes, 50 seconds in the second quarter. And Bristol have looked good in the last 3 minutes. And they may have another. Gloucestershire doing very well with their defence, rolls it. Oh, and they just miss out, but they've got another chance. There we go. 24 to the visitors, 12 to the hosts. Exciting is an understatement. I am glued to my seat. But Gloucestershire, I've got possession again. A foul was awarded. And Brown has been everywhere on this pitch. She fires out to wing defence. And then to Hussey on this near side. To Rogers. To Brown. Finds the centre to Pring. And Pring will have a chance to close the gap. Oh, and she just misses out, but she regains possession. And she misses it again. The Bristol goalkeeper done quite well to recover after the fall. She took a tumble, but ultimately not a goal. Plays restarted. Rogers. Swish, no goal. Tries again on the rebound. She gets it. Casually walks back. As Brown has it, but it's intercepted. The partnership between Brown has been very good. As play gets started, Brown has done very well in this picture now. She's got the ball again, but with her energy, she's proved vital. As Rogers gets it, pictured in the centre. And Gloucestershire shoot, but don't get it. And here we go with Bristol. A play is awarded from this referee on the near side to Bristol, who are firing through the centre of the field. Gloucestershire looks like they can't prevent them from this attack. It's been their best attack yet, Bristol. In terms of pace, passing, all the superlatives. Bristol have proved that. But Gloucestershire have almost prevented them. I was about to say, very impressive defending from Gloucestershire. But Bristol just outclassed them on that attack. Brown fires it in to Pring, to Hussey, to Pring in the centre of this pitch. Centre of your picture has done quite well. And now Rogers has also done well. She gives it to Pring and sinks it. Very impressive. 14-25 is the score. As plays awarded to the opposition The Gloucestershire opposition. Bristol have possession, storming through the thirds. Plays out the centre. Gloucestershire trying to prevent them, and they sink it. 26 to Bristol, 14 to the visitors, with about a minute left to play. I said earlier it was a war. It's now become a siege on both goals. It's a very nice play from Bristol, who sink it yet again. An all too familiar sight. 57 seconds left as Brown gets us underway yet again. To goal defence. Burns plays to the centre. Very nice jump there from Hussey. Hussey, Pring. And almost Rogers gets a chance in the centre picture, and she does. As the Bristol centre with blue shoes gets us underway. With this scoreline, they won't be feeling blue, Bristol. They'll be feeling anything but blue. With 20 seconds left to go on the clock. In the second quarter, they may have another. And they have another. This game is very hard to keep track of. Everyone on the pitch with 8 seconds left to go. Gloucestershire just miss out. Brown can't get on the end of the pass, and I think that'll be the end of the second quarter. Very, very impressive half. 28 to Bristol, 15 to Gloucestershire. This second quarter ends at tremendous pace. Just the referees in the centre of your picture, they've been struggling to keep up. They sit down, they drink their water, because they have performed as these players have the score. 15 to Gloucestershire, 28 to Bristol. Everyone deserves a break, everyone deserves some water. This might be some pointers. Very impressed by every player on that pitch. And here we have players hydrating, trying to get ready as the coach issues some commands to them. Maybe this fan has seen something as he speaks to the Bristol player. I'm knackered just watching them, let alone those players, as they try and get some downtime for the next quarter. Hopefully we'll have some interviews to bring you. We'll find out in the next few minutes. This Bristol team have done very well so far. They lead 28-15. And these players will not be as happy. You can see the dejected faces. There's still a lot of play left to go. And Jenkins stretches Gloucestershire. And some commands being issued to this Gloucestershire team in all blue. I'd love to be in that conversation right now. What do you say to Bristol? They've done tremendously well. I'd like to be a fly on the wall right over there. But I hate to be a fly on the wall over there, because the fact is, Gloucestershire are losing, but yet again, they are down and not out. Brown, Pring and Rogers have been very impressive for Gloucestershire. But a couple of times they haven't been able to find that killer touch. Meanwhile, they've been very impressive, this Bristol team. They've had no trouble finding the points. Commands being issued by both sides. Some gestures, hand gestures. And we are Bristol, and currently Bristol are winning 28-15. Both sets of players enjoying a well-deserved break in play. Some smiles, some waves. They're clearly enjoying the game so far, as every player should be. But it's hard not to smile when you are winning. The referee blows her whistle. She wants to get play underway yet again. And what will that coach be saying to those players? A few smiles over there. A war cry. I've said it's been a war cry, and now it's a rallying cry. As Gloucestershire and Bristol prepare for another war. 15 minutes on the clock, and we are underway with Bristol. With Gloucestershire being awarded possession. Wing attack to Rogers. And they're trying to break down the Bristol defence, and they haven't done it. They've got another opportunity with Rogers. I believe there has been a change. A new centre appears to have come on, and Brown looks like she's being moved to wing defence, with Thacker looking like she's coming off. I'll bring you more news on that as I find out, as this new centre plays it into Rogers. And Rogers gets ready. A postman doesn't celebrate when they score, and neither does Rogers. Cool as you like. She's done very well today. As Bristol have possession, that's been awarded to Gloucestershire. We're keen to get this started again. The old centre, Brown, and the new centre combining very well. Brown now moving to wing defence. As Rogers has possession. Very nice play to Hussey, just over the heads. And it trickles out of play. Bristol are getting the game underway. Tremendous play. Very good. That was lovely from Ferns, but I believe she's going away foul, but that's the type of player Gloucestershire need right now. They need players to stand up and be noticed. As Bristol are awarded a foul. And they may score again. Bristol increase their lead, and they have. 17-29 is the score. 12 minutes left to go in this quarter. Brown in the centre, an all too familiar sight, gets play underway. She plays it long. The referee gives the foul. And we are going yet again. Bristol have been fantastic at times. They want to be fantastic again this half. They want to increase their lead. They want to push Gloucestershire out. There's Hussey on that far side. Now on this near side, to Pring. Hussey raises her hand, gives it to Pring, who sinks yet another. And Bristol are back underway. 29-18 is the score. You can see that at the top of your picture. And after a foul was given, that score has not been increased. A long pass into the centre of the field. Brown, now in a new role, but still with the hard-working qualities. It's almost hit our, and that's almost hit our cameraman. Goal attack. Rogers has possession, and she almost gets it. Rogers again, and she misses it, but she's got another chance. Rogers, the bottom of your picture, there's another chance, and she gets it. This play starts in the middle of the picture, middle of the field picture. We are going yet again, and going at tremendous pace, as I've said throughout this game. And Gloucestershire have another courtesy of Jenna Rogers. The score 20-29. The referee just barking commands to the players. And here we go yet again. Rogers has possession. And Rogers, referee awards possession to the opposition. Bristol are going yet again, but one of the players crossed outside of their zone. Cries to clear out, ring out from the Bristol coaching staff, as it's cleared to the goal shooter for Bristol, who sinks it yet again. And it's back to the centre, an all too familiar sight for Gloucestershire. Bristol now 10 ahead with 10 minutes to go. As Hussey gets us underway on his far side. Fired out to Rogers, who narrowly misses it. Bristol have possession. And it's hit her on the hand. Referee calls out on that far side. Bristol have possession. Trying to play it down this near side, but they opt to go for the far side. Dressed in all red, they've showed ruthlessness. They now want to show that ruthless streak and put them even further ahead. But they haven't there. Rather, they have. I apologise for that. As they missed that one. On the rebound, sinks it. Bristol goal shooter has increased the lead. 31. Gloucestershire now 11 behind. They've got it in the centre. It could be 12 now if they get this right. And it is. An all too familiar sight for Gloucestershire back in the centre. The referee barking commands on that far side. A few puzzled looks, mainly from me. The play is resumed. Goal attack to Hussey. And Rogers sinks it. The referee pointing back to the centre. The referee on this near side in all white just awards possession to Gloucestershire. They're in blue. They may be feeling the blues, but they can't let this game slip further from their grasp, as Bristol have possession yet again on this in the centre of the pitch. Bristol have it, and they are trying to increase their lead. They may just do that with this attack. Here we go. Into the centre. And just out of the point. Very close there. Close, but no cigar. And here we go now. Another chance. And another point. Gloucestershire need to get back in this with Rogers. That's a Pring. Hussey. Supring. Sorry, to Rogers, I should say. She has a chance. Pring, just in the centre. And Rogers does it. the score, 22 to Gloucestershire, 33 to Bristol. Will they increase that with this attack? No, they won't. Will they have another chance? And they do. Back into the centre. 34-22 is the score. And Gloucestershire have won, the first in a while. Some cheers ringing out from this arena. A few of them wondering if they were going to see a Gloucestershire resurgence. Hopefully they will. Pring into the centre, into Rogers. Almost gets it, so close. Yet no points. Shoelaces being done at this point. Gloucestershire hoping to get back in it as Bristol. A very good attack. The referee on the far side saying it is in the centre as they have a chance, Bristol. Offside from the centre, says the referee. A chance for Gloucestershire. Here we go. Brown, now in wing defence. Plays it forward. Hussey. Back to Brown. Out to Pring. And Rogers has another chance to close the gap. And she does. Many wondering whether it was going to go in, but it does. And we are underway again. Gloucestershire have retained possession. They have a chance to close that gap even further. Oh. Few players looking tired. I'm looking tired. As the play is restarted, Bristol 34 ahead. Sorry, the score 24-34 with 4 minutes left to play. Gloucestershire in possession. 10 behind. Down but not out. As Bristol in the blood red have another chance to increase their lead. And they may do just that. Discipline rings out from the Gloucestershire coast. And cheers ring out after that one for Bristol from the Bristol coaching staff. They're happy with that. Here we go again with Bristol. Bristol thirds. The foul is awarded on that far side. In the centre of the pitch, Ferns has looked good, the goal defence. But she can't prevent that one. Play returning to the middle of the field. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left. As we resume at ferocious pace. Oh, Pring just slips out of her grasp. Wing defence, Brown gets underway. Rogers out to this far side. Into the centre, almost. But it is cut out. She has a chance. Oh, narrowly out. As Pring, the central pitcher, takes over to Rogers. Oh, it's almost from Rogers. The referee on that far side in all white signals his whistle, stops the play. He stops it yet again. Bristol moving to the centre. Almost from Brown. Bristol retain possession. And Bristol may have another if they get this attack right. They're trying to break this Gloucestershire defence. A reminder that the last time these sides played, score 55 to Bristol, 34 to Gloucestershire. As that pass was sent out. 1 minute, 23 seconds remaining. Score 36 Bristol and just 24 to the home side as they're trying to decrease that gap. Brown, Pring, Hussey, very nice. The referee signals his whistle and they're in. Will Pring get this right? Almost. Hussey gets possession again, sends out to Pring. He leaps in the air, gets possession. And Rogers may have a chance. Almost again. And Rogers does. Rogers gets the visitors, gets the home side. 11 behind. As Bristol continue their ferocious pace. They have the entire game. They're trying to find a way in. And it trickles out. They have another chance though. And they sink it. The score, 37 to the visitors, 25 to the hosts, with 10 seconds left to go. Brown's all too aware of the score. Brown's all too aware. It's only 4 seconds left. She sends it long, almost. And the klaxon rings out as the ball rolls away. Score 25 to Gloucestershire, 37 to Bristol. Reminder, we are entering the fourth quarter as the score comes up on the bottom of your screen. Well-deserved break. Bristol talking among themselves. You can see the smiles on their faces. They're very happy. They're in front. Gloucestershire not so much, but they're still enjoying their netball. They are behind. Yet again, who knows in this crazy game what can happen. As they talk among themselves, what can they do to get back in this game? Not long to go until we restart for this final quarter. The referee signals the whistle, gets ready to get underway. Team's ready to go for this fourth quarter. We are underway here. Bristol get yet another score. 25 to the hosts, 38 to the visitors. And Gloucestershire trying to close the gap, but will they? They're going to try that now with Pring. Almost has been the story of this game. As they don't close the gap and don't have possession. Bristol have it. Will they get it? No, very well done from the Gloucestershire defence. Timeout, signals referee. It's the play on this picture. Fetches to get the ball. Play is resumed. The timer ticks down. 14 minutes left to play. Very, very nice from Ferns. Ferns to Brown. Gloucestershire playing at tremendous pace. At times, tremendous quality. They just can't find that killer ball that Bristol have. As Gloucestershire try and play it into the centre of the Bristol defence. Again, almost goes in, doesn't. As Bristol gets started yet again. The referee on his near side awards possession to Gloucestershire. Gloucestershire have a chance. University of Gloucestershire sink another. 26 to 28. Is it too little, too late? Who knows? A wayward pass from Ferns. Bristol playing it among themselves, keeping possession well. They have a chance to increase their lead. Again, just fail to get that point and fail again. They have another chance. 3 times a charm. If you don't succeed, try and try again. That's what she did right there. It's Gloucestershire have a chance with Pring. And Pring almost gets it. A few tired legs out there, but if they are tired, they're certainly not dropping the intensity. As the ball sent out on that far side. Sorry, a bit of a voice break from me. Bristol trying to break this Gloucestershire defence, as they have a couple of times throughout this game. Awarded possession by the referee. They have a chance. Ferns jumps, but Bristol increase their lead. 26 to the home side, 40 to the away side. With 11 minutes left to play, the ball sent petering out. Just a remark, there's the score on the board. Time is ticking. It's Ferns to Brown. Brown, long pass to Rogers. Hussey. Gloucestershire. Back to Brown. A few confused faces as the referee signals something to the players. And here we go. Almost sinks it. Almost is the story of this game for Gloucestershire. It's a sea of Bristol players swarm around the Gloucestershire defence. And that was a killer pass, but not the killer shot, which has another chance. And she almost gets it. Ferns has the ball. Brown. Ferns, combination between Ferns and Brown has been very good in this quarter. Referee signals timeout. It's the ball. I think tape has come off. Tape has been applied back on as Pring gets the ball, and Pring just misses out. Bristol. I'm getting tired just watching this game, let alone these players played at such intensity and put in such a performance. Take away the score, they've been fantastic. As Rogers just misses out. Another chance for Pring. Pring misses out too. Referee signals something to the players. I believe Gloucestershire will have another chance. It's been awarded to Bristol. Possession awarded to Bristol. On the far right of my picture. Keep going, signals out from the Gloucestershire coach. Her side can still get a few points on the board, if not win it. You just never know. But Bristol have increased their lead, 41 to 26. As Gloucestershire almost sink one. That would increase their lead, increase their as Bristol have possession. Bristol. Almost from Bristol, as Gloucestershire hit on the counter-attack. They are all too aware of the times. 7 minutes, 43 seconds left. You can see that at the far of the picture as they are flying. I kept saying tremendous pace earlier, now it's at a frantic pace. Let's bring us a chance. And she gets it. Back to the centre, yes again, the score 27-41. Fake pass from a few of the Bristol players. Unlucky, they're going again. And they've got it. Score 27-42. With 7 minutes remaining. A player classes to the floor, she's okay. And Gloucestershire will have a chance to close the gap. And they do. That was a very impressive one from Rogers. The score 28-42, constantly updating, constantly changing. As Bristol have possession. She looks around, takes to this near side, sends it to the far side. Gloucester's defence stretched thin, sent to the near side again. It's like pinball at times. And that was very impressive. Very nice distance. I think along with Rogers' last one, that was the furthest yet. As Bristol, I should say, increased their lead further and further. 43 to Bristol, 28 to Gloucestershire, the home side. Trying to get back in it. And they may with this attack. And they do. 29-43. It's Bristol have possession on that far side. Send it almost. And they're going again. Sinks it. Cool as you like. Few claps go around the arena. 29-44. As Gloucestershire have possession. Rogers, almost. If you had £1 for every time I said Rogers, you'd be a very, very happy customer indeed. Rogers has been impressive. Brown, Pring, all these players have been impressive. This referee stopped play. And she continues. 29-44 is the score. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. As Bristol have possession. And they may increase their lead even more. Just outside the centre, and almost, yet again, slips through the hands of the forward, donned in all red. Referee on that far side. Wars play back to Gloucestershire, into the centre. Going through the thirds at speed. If you were tired, you wouldn't know. Players travelling at tremendous pace. And Gloucestershire have another chance. They may get another one. And they do. It takes them over the 30 mark. The score, 30-44 with 3 minutes left. This first league fixture between the pair looks like it will end in defeat for Gloucestershire this year. But you never know. The ball flies out, set back in by the photographer. Nice hands from him. And Bristol have a chance. They extend yet again further and further into the distance. 45 now to the away side. Believe the referee has paused play to let the player go get the ball. Play's resumed. And Gloucestershire have a chance. Close the gap. Even if it's owned by one, they have it. Rogers has yet another. Player crossed over into an area they shouldn't. Now Gloucestershire have the ball. Running quickly through the defences is Hussey. And Gloucestershire have a chance to break down defence. Looks thin on the far side. And that's where most of their joys come from, as Pring gets yet another. Pring and Rogers have definitely impressed me today. As has Brown. As Gloucestershire have looked good in the last 2 minutes. They've had a good spell. Rogers doesn't get yet another. The player goes down. She gets back up. She's got the red and white trainers on. Play is sent out. A breather for many, but Bristol get underway very quickly. No breathers for any of them. As Bristol passing precisely, perfectly, all the P's. And play has been awarded to the home sides. 38 seconds remaining. Where has the time gone? 32 seconds and 32 points for Gloucestershire. Some arguing between the players. They weren't happy with that, and the referee. Almost 10 seconds to go. In fact, there are 10 seconds to go. Bristol looking excellent, as they have all game. They've just outclassed their opponents. And the buzzer sounds. 32 to the hosts, 45 to the visitors. As the players shake hands. 32 to the home side, 45 to the away side. A lot of those players will be tired, but they put in such a performance. Gloucestershire have not beaten this Bristol side this season, either in the Cup or in the league. As the players hip hip hooray for each other and the umpires. Hopefully we'll be able to grab an interview or two very, very soon. That's all for me on commentary. 32 for Gloucestershire, 45 for the away side, Bristol at Oxstalls. Thank you very, very much for listening. And there is the final result. Hopefully I'll see you later. If not, pleasant evening, and it's goodbye from me. Just quickly, what have you made of that result?
It's better than last time. In the first game, they lost by 20, so their aim was to turn the game around and deliver on what we've been working on in training. So there was a lot of work about attacking the play. You could probably see wing attack Ellie Hussey actually making an impact at coming on top of the centre and just really putting them under pressure. One of their main aims was about communication and playing together today, and I think that really came through, so they've still got a lot to be proud of.
What was the decision to move? I think Brown moved from centre to wing defence. What was the decision behind that? Because 1 second she was centre running the middle of the park, and the next she was at wing defence.
So our centre has previously had an injury, so I didn't want to bring her on for the whole game. I wanted all of our players to learn how to make an impact when they come on, and I felt that our wing defence needed to change because their wing attack was being quite operative further up the court, and we know that we've got the legs from Emma Brown coming into that wing defence, really putting the pressure on the wing attack and then allowing Lauren to step onto the court and take back our usual centre position.
What do you make of this Bristol side? Because you unfortunately lost to them in the Cup, which knocked you out the Cup. Now they've won again today. What do you make of their performance in general?
They're a very competitive and very clean team. I think sometimes we look too much to the umpires for taking on some of the decisions that go our way. And actually this Bristol team are very athletic. They'll run for every ball and they won't stop until that very last whistle. And I think sometimes we end up chasing their game just because they play so quick.
Anything concerning that you really want to work on from that performance?
We're looking at our rebound positions in shooter to shooter ball. I think a couple of times the ball fell unluckily for us, but we weren't always there to pick it up, and I think we started to feel that throughout the game. And then defensively, we're looking at our switches and communication in the defence to pick up on when the players are making more connections, and we're not picking up on that just yet.
Well, it was very impressive from your girls. They should be very proud of themselves. Very impressed by Brown, but in attack there was a lot of almost moments. You go so close but so far. Is that something you need to prove on attack?
It is something that we're looking at, and it's something that we've already been developing in training. Is sometimes it doesn't go in, and then how we counteract that by putting the pressure straight back on and try and win it back. Any rebounds that we need to get and make sure that they're ours, and I think that is where we're losing it today. But that's not the same across the board. So I've asked them today, their challenge is to think of one thing that worked well as a team, one thing that worked well for the individuals, and something that they need to improve on a team and an individual basis. Perfect.
Thank you very much. I'll let you get on. Thank you for a very impressed performance.
Thank you very much. We look forward to the first team game.
Thank you.
I can see it on the video.